Hi there, you, who's probably watching this video on your smartphone. I am Sophie, just an average 16-year-old girl from Ghent. There I went to school for a few years, which gave me the opportunity to meet people from different cultures. Last summer I went on a language course with students from all over the world. Those experiences made me more and more open-minded, and that's exactly why I want to talk about cultural diversity and religious identity in a changing Europe. But diversity, is this more than abstract theory? We all have to admit that from the day we go to school, they haven't been teaching us about what's really happening in the world, or even in our own Europe. We spend too little time on cultures and religions. We learn about our own religion and about those of others, but we as Christians barely get to meet Muslims, Jews, Buddhists, let alone get acquainted with their way of thinking. The only thing we do is studying the philosophy behind it, and that's it. Why don't we get into contact with them? Why haven't we started interaction with them since we were kids? Why do we always get the Western vision on cultures, diversity and religions? Why not see different angles and perceptions? As a child, I often watched the news with my dad. I wanted to know what was happening in the world, in our society, but watching the news gave me a wrong vision about other cultures, and it still does. The media only focus on conflicts, wars and terrorist attacks, but they don't report the moments when people take part in charity events, when they help out their neighbors, when they show love to each other and so on. Why not? Because after all, we're human beings and I want the same thing: peace, a good home and somebody to love. Why do I have this feeling that this is no longer our priority? In this society, it should become our duty to be open-minded in order to understand other cultures and traditions. If I'm looking at the refugee crisis, it makes me wonder about the future. What will Europe look like in 50 years? Globalization is already showing us that Europe is changing faster than the human mind. We need to get used to multiculturalism because this is the new reality. Having our minds closed doesn't make any sense. At the moment, there are a lot of refugees in Europe, but we can't compare it to the immigration we'll see within 50 years. Scientists are already convinced that water will become scarce and water crisis will make millions of people from third world countries flee to our Europe. Then, what about terrorist attacks? So many people who generalize this event, they say it's all because of the Islam. It is not. It's not the fault of the religion, but it's a misjudgment by humans who misinterpret the message of the Quran. And here's the problem. Children nowadays don't get into dialogue with people from different cultures. They don't get the right education. They don't receive multiple perspectives. This is why they become racist. They can't deal with differences because they have the wrong vision about people with other cultures, other religions. If you get into dialogue with other cultures, you can see that there are not only differences, but also a lot of similarities. Every single human being deserves to be shown some respect, especially during these times of fear and hatred. People should be more critical about what they're listening to, their immediate reaction, the way you deal with it. Less fear of strangers would be the solution for mutual acceptance, tolerance and respect. As with the European Union, unity by diversity is a principle I strive for. Look, I won't solve the problem on my own, but it's important to listen to the voice of teenagers. As Emma Watson once said, it's not the words behind it that's important, but it's the idea and the ambition behind it. You don't have to be a president or a politician to make a big difference. Today, people of different races can come together. They can become friends, get married and start families. Small changes, but important ones. Our opinion will matter because we are the future. Step by step, as the Harry Potter actress already mentions, if we stop defining each other by what we are not and start defining ourselves by who we are, we can all be a lot freer. Once everybody starts looking at one another as a brother, a sister, a human being, beauty will spread like wildfire. It all starts with a sparkle, but I hope we can ignite this wildfire and enlighten people all over the world to become more open-minded, tolerant and respectful. In short, to become more human.